Hey everybody, it's Sami, business strategist for real estate agents and lifestyle coach. In today's video, we're going to talk about leadership and how to be a good leader. So in 2020, I have been dealing with growing pains where I am taking on a lot of clients, and as a business strategist for real estate agents, I'm taking care of businesses. I'm taking care of agents' businesses and setting up systems from start to finish, which means my leadership skills are being challenged, are being tested, because the growing pains come from adding team members into my organization, which also means there are a lot of different personalities I have to deal with, not only with my clients, but with also team members, a lot of different types of energies, and it's no longer just me running the business. Now it is a collective collaboration of other people helping me achieve my goals and dreams, whereas I'm helping them achieve their goals and dreams as well. So in this video, we're going to talk about leadership skills and how I had to redefine what leadership means to me, and also what it means to be a good leader, not with just your clients and in your business, but with also yourself and in your organization. How are you showing up every day to be a good leader to everyone else that is around you as well? So let's start off with where I see my leadership skills really being challenged is in my clients' businesses. So as a business strategist for real estate agents, I am literally stepping in as a full-time business consultant for realtors. I can set up a real estate agent's business operation from start to finish in less than 8 weeks, which means when I step in as a full-time consultant for them, I am playing many roles and wearing many hats. I will act as the full-time acting assistant. I will act as their mentor, their coach, their counselor, friend, and strategist for them to streamline their business operations. So I'm in the trenches with them every step of the way for the 8 weeks. So where my leadership skills had to show up here is an agent or a business owner is hiring you to bridge the gap of where they are today and where they want to go. So as an expert, you're that one filling that gap to help them see where they can go and where they need to be. So in order to really step up as a leader for your clients and within your own business, you have to really be one, resourceful is what I learned, as well as solutions oriented. I will never bring a question to my clients until I've exhausted all options, and last resort is asking them a question because I really truly couldn't find an answer or have a solution. And even when I do bring a question to my clients, I make sure I have 3 solutions with it and allow them to see which is the best solution that will fit that situation, that question at that time for their business. So it's crazy to see how leadership skills play a huge role within your own clients and who you help along the way. All right, so within my own organization, when I hire people, I learned very quickly to hire subcontractors and freelancers. Just because when I was hiring and training for realtors, there was a difference in mindset when we were looking for assistants and going through a huge interview process. You started to see the different personalities. So what I had seen was with an employee mindset, you do have some people who they just want a job. They just want to be put into a specific role. They know exactly what they're doing, clock in from 9 to 5. Whereas for me, in my organization, I'm looking for people who are ambitious, people who are visionaries, people who are just as hungry as I am. They may not have to have the exact same personality as me, which is actually not good for a business owner. You should have people who will complement you. They shouldn't be exactly the same, because that's why you are you. But to take on people who are freelancers and subcontractors, what I found that really helped me was their mindset was different. They were entrepreneurs. They knew the work that was required. And because I was their client, there was a different level of service and working relationship. And what I also like is that there was no hierarchy. There was no, you're the CEO and this is where I'm at as an employee, even with my virtual assistants. But what I learned, where I really had to step up as a leader, is taking on these team members. Now I have 5 people in my organization, and I had to learn in 2020 that it's no longer me just running this business. I am now dealing with different personalities, different energies, and I have to show up. I have to show up in my business because I'm held accountable for my actions and the way I lead and train. So I've had to learn how to be a good communicator and a good leader, and also be clear with my instructions of what I need for my task, and also delegating effectively, where when I delegate, I can hand off the tasks off my plate and trust that my VA or my ISA, OSA, or my affiliate marketers are going to do their job right, because they're actually the experts. I hired them to be the experts for my business, and they're offering the service to be able to really excel in their role. So I've had to learn a lot of things in 2020 of being an effective leader, and also showing up in my business, where now I'm held accountable for their success. Their success is my success. And when I delegate something, one thing I don't like doing, and I've also learned as well, is to really trust the person in doing the job and doing it right, and not taking it back on my plate. Is I want to delegate something, I'm giving it to you as a VA or another team member, and I do not want it back on my plate. I'm trusting you enough to not micromanage you, to let you take it and run with it, and because that's where your zone of genius is, and that's where you're really going to flourish. If I sit there and micromanage, it's taking up way too much mental energy, brain energy, and time. This is why you hire people and you hire experts on your team, and you also get clearly defined roles so that people can really excel in their growth. One main thing that really inspires me to be a good leader in my business is I want to create an organization where I can actually support my team members and their families. So not just them as individuals, but also their families. And I want to create a recession-proof business. I don't really like saying that because I'm sure people are going to say something about that, but I want to be able to make sure that I create an organization where if there was a downturn, if there was a recession, whatever it was, my company and my business structure and business model is built on such a strong foundation that the lives of my team members, employees, anybody I take on in my organization will not be disruptive. Their income will not be disrupted. Their life will not be disruptive. And that is an act of service. And I'm stealing this from you, Dave Ramsey, who's like the guru of finances and business. Just amazing. And that was something that he had mentioned that he did for his organization, and he set such a strong foundation that when the pandemic hit, COVID hit, it didn't affect him. It didn't affect his employees. It didn't affect the 1,000 team members that he had in his organization. And that to him was an act of service, as he was still able to run a business, take care of his employees and their families. So I thought that was just super inspiring. So that's what leads and guides my life and the way that I want to run a business too. And I think that's great leadership. And lastly, my little bit of wisdom to share with you of how to be a good leader is be a leader of your own life, because the way you live your life speaks volumes. Allow your actions and the way you live speak for itself. I'm definitely not the person who gets motivated by accolades and pats on the back. Like my inner drive to succeed and to see that vision of the best version of myself that I see for the future is what drives me every single day. When I look in the mirror and I see what's staring back at me, that's my competition. It's me versus me. And you know what? I'm going to break it to you guys. You are your own savior. There's nobody that's going to save you or pull you out of the pit that you could currently be in. You have to save yourself, and you have to want to participate in your own saving. But with that being said, you got to lead your life, and you got to step up and level up and be that person to lead your own life, because the way you live your life, you have no idea who you're inspiring along the way. And you know what? You know exactly what it is that's holding you back. You know exactly what your obstacles and challenges are. You know exactly what it is you need to look at, face, and exactly what you need to do. So in order to really make true transformation and permanent lasting changes in your life is to know that you know, and to accept where you're at, and then to also want to change and to strive every single day to step into that better version of you, and make it non-negotiables. Do not let yourself get away with these things. Honor yourself enough to put yourself first and to really strive for that better version of you, because nowadays, and especially with where we're at during this time, we are going to need to be leaders, and leaders are going to need to step up. They're going to need to step up in a world where people are feeling lost and distraught and just confused with what direction they need to go in or want to go in. So your life tells a story, and your life makes an impact, and your life is of purpose. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you like content like this, where I'll be talking about life, business, spirituality, and my fave, self-development and art, of course, make sure you hit the like, share this video, and also subscribe.